Well, in light of this upcoming election, there's only one thing I could really say, maybe a couple things I could say positive about Hillary Clinton, but I know she shouldn't be a politician. I know that. Oh, no, 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 no. But, when she hates the Secret Service and anybody in military uniform, in a lot of ways, she's got a point. I hate to say that, but a lot of these people that are in the military or they're in the government, FBI, CIA, NSA, whatever the hell they are, they're in there for direct deposit. They're not in there for the people. They're in there for their own careers, and they hide behind the rules, like saying, "Oh, okay, oh, I'm this," and you know what I'm saying. It's almost like the Nazis in the Gestapo. Really, it really is. It really is. And I know there's a lot of bad things about Hillary. By the way, I'm showing her kind of like in the. This is not her, obviously. This is probably her clone or her double, but in a it's sort of like the witch's uniform. Now, honestly, I don't know if you've ever heard of Larry Nichols, but Larry Nichols, he had a lot of inside information on the Clintons. I remember seeing a lot and reading about what Larry Nichols said back in the early 90s about the Clintons, and even in 92, when I first became aware of Bill Clinton. I knew all the stuff the scandals that went back into the 80s from that time. And Larry Nichols actually stated that Hillary Clinton, way back even on the Arkansas days, she used to fly out to Los Angeles every month for a witch's coven. So she practices witchcraft, and that was what Bill told Larry. Because I was like, hey, that's cool. Anyway, which kind of makes sense. But, I could say one thing about her. If she was in a different mode, like, say, for instance, she signed up for the military at a young age and didn't go to college, she probably would have kicked some ass. Tell you the truth. I think the college turned her into a freaking Karl Marxist. She was a Barry Goldwater girl before that. But, I can almost see how she because I don't like these people in the military that are careerists. Yeah, I fly the Marine Corps flag and the Florida state flag, and I believe in my state, and I believe in the Marine Corps. But careerists, direct deposit people that are basically government employees, no, I'm not getting paid by the Marine Corps. I feel I'm part of it, but I'm not getting paid by it. But I have to say in one thing. She's strong, but she's strong in an evil way. That's the problem. But I do see somewhat eye to eye. I actually do see a lot eye to eye on her because with the military aspect, because these people in the military, in other words, if they had any principles at all, and she says, "Don't look at me," and she's cussed them out. I'd give her the shit right back, even whether she's the commander in chief or not. I wouldn't care. That would be the end of my career, but that's probably why I'm in the military now, right? But you see what I'm saying? It's like the people you got in there right now, you could put Genghis Khan, Caligula, or whatever the hell you want in power, and they'll still be sucking up to them as long as they get paid and their bennies and their job is secure. The reason they're going against her right now is because they figured their bennies and their job and their pay and their retirement is not secure. So I don't have respect for people like that. Actually, the ones that fought for our country, that really made this country free, was the ones that hardly got paid or didn't get paid at all. It was 1776, and actually the Confederacy too. But I gotta get on a separate video on that deal. But now this is what Uma Aberdeen wished Hillary Clinton looks like. That's another subject because it looks like Uma Aberdeen is trying to turn get immunity from prosecution for giving evidence on the email servers and all this kind of stuff and lack of security. So Hillary's like cussing her out and throwing her. It's like you could see the whole thing's falling apart. That's why I don't think she's going to win. I mean, it looks like not just the scandals have finally hit critical mass, but also her backers, like the Rothschilds, and they can't trust her. It's like, you're putting a loose cannon in charge, man. She could turn on it. I mean, she's got the keys to the freaking nuclear warheads, right? You know what she could do? She could blow up all the Rothschild freaking properties. They don't know what the hell she's going to do. They have no idea. She's a crazy broad. In that way, I can kind of like her. She's a crazy broad, you know? If she wasn't a politician, she was dykes on bikes or something like that, fine, you know? Even that would go along with the witchcraft, right? It's a crazy broad. Just don't run the country. Now, on a light side, you know, on a positive side, I know she's looking for the position. She wants to be Darth Vader and all that garbage. But I can tell you this. What's going to really happen, she might go to Martha Stewart type jail. And you know what's going to wind up happening? Net effect is that's probably going to save her life. Because if she was a political power, the most she'd ever get out of it is enshrined in a statue. Because I think her life would be greatly shortened by this, you know, the pressure cooker of the White House and all the scandals and crap that are becoming up on her, and the desertion of some of her closest allies. So, you know, the fact that she gets, you know, slammed or whatever it is, it's probably gonna save her. You know, extend her life. You know, that's what I think is going to happen. I don't think she's going to make it in there. Not because I know the public is overwhelmingly against her despite all the BS major media polls, but now I'm seeing the major media starting to change their tune. And they realize, you know, the people that backed her realize she's got so much baggage and she's such a loose cannon, she can't be controlled, that they're backing away from her. So I don't think she's going to win. But honestly, the one aspect I could see why she doesn't like the military, and I know some people say you're real conservative, right? And you know, I'm not knocking the military, but there's an aspect, these like careerists, these direct deposit government workers, these selectively stupid at when it's beneficial to them, or selectively smart when it's beneficial to them, type people that are in the government that are also in the military. You know, like when she's doing all this stuff against them, they just take it because, oh, I'm getting paid. You know, they don't like it, but they don't, you know, nobody jumps out of their little mold to address the situation. They are now because they realize with her in charge, they got no future, period. They got none. So it's like, you know, the whole rationale for them continuing putting up with her crap is no longer there. And see, that was her big mistake, too. She's alienated so many damn people. It's ridiculous. You know, she thinks she's Queen of Sheba or some crap. But, you know, I have to tell you that, honestly, there are a couple aspects to her that aren't really screwed up, that if she wasn't a politician, she would have been good in something else. Like a madam in a whorehouse, with Dykes on Bikes, the leader of Dykes on Bikes. I don't know. Maybe even in the military, for instance, because she's a crazy broad, man. She really is. She's a crazy broad, man. You know, I think that's what the big attraction that Bill had with her, because she's like, you know, she actually runs Bill. She runs Bill. You know, Bill's not stupid. Bill's like smart and intelligent. Smart and intelligent, same words. But and he's also got a great. He's, you know, I don't like the guy politically. I know he's a sellout. I know he's a habitual liar and all that kind of crap. But he's got a personality, right? He does. She don't. That's the problem. You know, she ain't gonna freaking last. She wouldn't last in politics because nobody's gonna like her. It's like, you know, the big thing is I'm a woman, and the first time this is gonna happen because I'm a woman. Yeah, crap, man. It's like not in that position, man. I mean, there's other women maybe could do it, like Margaret Thatcher. You know, I've been one. You know, I respected her a lot. You know, remember that? She'd play around, right? But you know, the deal is, it's kind of funny. This broad is kind of funny, to tell you the truth. But you know, I have to say honestly, though, she's got too many problems. And you know, the deal is, like I said, if something really, you know, they say, oh, Hillary for president, Hillary for president. But, you know, she's going to go to, like, some Martha Stewart prison. She's not going to go to, like, you know, the big deal, you know, whatever the hell it is. And what's going to happen is she's just going to take all the stress is going to be off of her. She's going to eat good food. She's going to lose weight. And, you know, if she was in a White House, she'd be in a pressure cooker and she'd croak. So, in a way, her losing is going to be best for her. and she can still say, "I was the first woman that ever ran for president." I'm like, yeah, okay, great. Actually, I don't know. That was one dysfunctional team to the max, Bill and Hillary. But I don't know 100% she's going to lose. But I'm the reason I'm thinking she's going to lose now is not just because of all the scandals. I mean, crap, I knew all about these scandals in '92. You think anybody gives a rat's butt in freaking the military if she's got all this crap's going on with the Clintons? No, they don't, because I was in during that time, and I can tell you right now, they play along with everything as long as the pay and bennies are there and it doesn't affect them. Maybe the rank and file at the lowest levels don't like it, fine. But the higher up they go, the bigger the sellout they are. And she sees that. She sees that. I mean, these freaking people in the military right now. You got, for instance, there's a law now, whatever the hell it is, about a new rule, whatever the hell it is, about transsexuals in the military, right? They're going to bring them in, and people can change their gender and stuff while they're in the military. The government pays for it, and yeah, hoorah! Now, actually, the military goes along with it because they're careerists. They don't like it, but if they were given the rule, kill all the transsexuals, they would. They wouldn't give a damn. Now, the way I look at it is like this. I would play the shrewd game, for instance. I think outside the box. Say, for instance, there was going to be transsexuals in the military. It would be cool to make a specialized sniper unit with transsexuals that these transsexuals go out and they do these assassinations and stuff like that. And then you could say, that person was assassinated by a transsexual. How's that feel? Ha, ha, ha. That's actually more demoralizing to the enemy, right? Especially if you're a religious kook on the other side. You know what I mean? Right? You got your ass kicked by a transsexual. Ha, ha, ha. Hey, whatever. I mean, it's cool if you could do something like that, because then that works in your favor, right? But just to say, everybody, could you imagine all the males became females and all the females became males all at once? Holy shit. What a mess that would be. We'd be spending twice as much on the military, and what would we get out of it? Nothing, right? But that's what goes on. But what happens? The people on the top, they don't care because they kiss ass. If you could tell them anything, I mean, go lick a frog's butt, and then we'll do it as long as it doesn't bother them that much. That's why Hillary's got no respect for these people. And tell you the truth, I could see that. I could see that part. I was like, but I wouldn't last but 2 seconds with this lady in the White House, because it would be like, she'd be like, "Don't look at me." What do you mean, don't look at you? How you doing? I'd look at her and smile. That'd be it. I'd be done. That'd be the end of that shit. But that's why it wouldn't last. But what kind of people last in that kind of positions? They're like freaking Gestapo Nazis, man. They'd pay anything, for crying out loud. And that's why she loses all respect for him. In a lot of ways, I don't have respect for him either. So I mean, that's about the only thing I could really see eye to eye on her. But there's a lot of shit that's really screwed up with this broad. But I know what the deal is. It's not like it's not even her plan. It's like she's doing the bidding of the higher ups. She wants the power. Now, like I said, she'd be cool in some other things, I mean, there's some other fields she'd be cool in having that kind of power, but not the White House, man. No way. But we'll see. I don't think she's going to make it. But like I said, I think she's alienated the Rothschilds even. She's alienated. I don't even know if George Soros got his head up his butt as far as he did. Because, Hillary, she ever got in the White House, see George Soros is backing her and say, she gets mad at Soros. You find out Soros has an accident. Hey, he died. He was old, right? Yeah, right? What else is new, right? Right, YouTube? Mr. Use's YouTube? That's not too hot and heavy. But, I mean, really, everybody freaking knows this crap by now. I mean, it's not even Hillary. It's Caligula. That's what I look at is Caligula. Yeah, actually, who the hell knows? Maybe Billy Boy wasn't the one that ordered all that stuff that happened. Maybe it was her, right? I don't know. She's really been running him more than anything. He's just a good old boy. I don't really like her, man, but I could tell you one thing. There's that one aspect I could say that When she doesn't like a lot of people, like in the Secret Service, in the military, and the FBI, and all these freaking staunch military people, that's because they blindly obey anything. I mean, they all tell you it's all for the people and the Constitution and honor and all, but really, when it comes down to it, it's they're paying bennies, and that's why they're all starting to get together against her. Like if all her crap she did was against us, the American people, I guarantee you the FBI, the CIA, and the NSA wouldn't give wouldn't give a damn. But the problem is, it's coming back on them. They're in jeopardy, and that's really when you start thinking about it. And she realizes what I mean. I could see that what point of her that a lot of these people in government. That's all they're good for. They just obey. We don't have that association today now where we say, oh, the Gestapo's gone and the SS is gone and Waffen SS is gone and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, well, you know what? In a lot of ways, we're getting the same kind of thing. As soon as you're paid by the government, especially the federal government, it could be any government, state government, whatever, county government. But, as soon as you're paid by the government, you're beholden to the ones that are paying you. Now, theoretically, it's the taxpayers, but not really. It's the people that are in charge. They got elected, but you know how that works, right? So, I mean, a lot of these people, it's a big pose. And actually, every time there's a war, who the hell really does most of the fighting? It's the people that are in like 2 or 3 years. They just came in for 2 or 3 years. They do all the fighting, they get out. And then the people that stay on are some of those, but a lot of people, I don't know. It's like nobody really is a volunteer. They're direct deposit. And I don't really have a lot of respect for a lot of those people sometimes. I have more respect for people that didn't get paid, which would be our 1776 revolutionaries. And, I think after the war between the states, I mean, the United States has been on a path to imperialism, and it's gotten to that point, So, anyway, if she does get in, I'm going to change my bumper sticker from hang the bitch to hang the witch, kill the beast. But in some ways, I mean, there's a couple things about this lady that is not totally. There's like always on the evil side. There's always something that's right about it and why it came about. If any of these people, if all these people in the FBI, CIA, you go all the way back. How long has it been that the drug running has been going on in Mena, Arkansas? With, okay, it happened during the Clinton administration when he was governor. It happened when he was attorney general. But wait a minute, who was the president? Herbert Walker Bush. Who was the president before that? Where did it start? Ronald Reagan. They're all guilty, man. They're all guilty, man. They're all guilty. They're all screwed up. Whereas these, I saw specials and stuff with the CIA. A couple agents came out and they told what was going on and everything. Oh yeah, and it's not all the agents. Yeah. Well, how come it kept going on for the next umpteen decades? How come it kept getting buried? What happened with Vince Foster? Where are all these? Where's the FBI? Where's the FBI when Vince Foster got killed? They're all freaking bullshit. It's like only when their stuff gets threatened, now they're turning against her. So, I mean, in a lot of ways, she's got a point about not liking them because they are pretty close to damn freaking Waffen SS and Nazis. There's no doubt about it. Not that I want her in the office, in the White House, that's for sure. But, she wants to join the witches' coven. She wants to be the head witch. She wants to be head bikes and dykes. I don't know, whatever. Fine by me, man. I don't give a damn. And actually, it's like in another world, in another realm, if she took another path, she probably would have been okay. There's a need for Darth Vader once in a while, right? This chick is slick, though. I can tell you, I respect that about her. She is slick. She knows how to talk. She knows how to freaking keep a cool head, not even bat an eye. She ain't stupid. I know that. Billy Boy ain't stupid either, man. He's not. He's a party animal. But, it's like, and I don't even know about Trump all the way, man. I mean, you honestly, I know I'm voting for the guy definitely, and I think he's legit now. I'm pretty convinced, but you know, the main problem is if we have a government um, default, that might be the best damn thing that really would clean house more than sending a guy to the presidency. In other words, if the government can't meet all its obligations, it can't make its payroll on a lot of different things, and or they have to allow the dollar to rapidly inflate and lose its value, so they can meet their commitments in the government, which actually in effect would be like lowering the set salaries of everybody. So be it. You know what I mean? So be it. That's the way I look at it. That I think is going to happen no matter who gets in office, and that might be the best thing that can happen to this country because that's going to be the only way we can really whittle down the size of the government. Man, we don't have a dictatorship. You know, even if Trump is 110% real, he's not the pharaoh that's going to lead us out of the desert. You know, whatever the pharaoh. The pharaoh didn't lead us out of the desert, but you know what I mean. He's not the pharaoh that's going to lead this nation. I mean, we don't need this. We don't need this. We all do things on our own. We don't need these jerks telling us how to live our lives. And that's why we don't need Hillary. But like I said, there's a couple little aspects to her that, you know, she's when I see what she's talking about, why she's resentful of the military and all these people in uniform and crap. Uh, it's because they freaking blindly obey. They don't think about what's righteous, what's right for the nation. They'll break the rule when it comes into the court where it needs to be them, being, their careers are in jeopardy or something like that. Then, that's why they're all going against her because they're afraid of their own futures, paying bennies, retirement, pensions, and all this other garbage. So anyway, we'll see. I think she's going to lose, but I just want to put this one thing out in there. You know, who the hell knows? She might win, but like I said, man, I'm still going to give her crap. I'm going to tell you that right now. And who the hell knows? Maybe she'll send a Scud missile over here or something. What Scud missile? Whatever. A drone, right? That was Saddam Hussein with the Scud missiles. But anyway, that's the way I look at it. That's how I see it. And, Bill, if she don't make it, I can almost guarantee that the marriage between Bill and Hill is going to be dissolved. Which is going to be good for Bill probably. Anyway, over and out. That's all I have to say about this. So, just a little bit of different observations than you don't get on your typical alternative media because I consider myself the alternative to the alternative media because I think they're kind of like, anyway, over and out. That's all I got to say.